Tom, please. So we've got our wrestling stance, yeah? We've got our hand down low, we've got our backhand here, and we've got this is our, like I say, our distance finder, all right? The idea of this is to try and shoot for let's see, we can do a double or a single or how we want, but we want to make connection to the legs. Okay, so it's just to enhance this, okay? So obviously we can build these shots up from anywhere as long as we've got our distance to do so, okay? Let's move it on slightly, okay? Once again, we're going to have our defender, non-defender. So if we go a bit further this way, our defender, non-defender, moving around. Now let's make it a little bit easier. It's going to be upright, sidestepping around. Yeah, okay. So the non-defender is just going to sidestep around, and they're going to aim to go over the dots. Okay. Well, we can build this into a wrestling stance afterwards, all right? So, defender, non-defender is just going to sidestep. As soon as they step over a dot, you're maintaining your distance. So if you just sidestep, you're sidestepping, you're sidestepping, you're sidestepping, and you sidestep over a dot. As soon as that happens, I've maintained my distance. I'm going to shoot, okay? So I'm going to put my front knee on the dot. And what I want you guys to get in the habit of is once you've done that, this back leg is going to step to the side and you're going to push them over to the side. Okay, so you're using your head and your chest to push them to the side, all right? So sidestep, 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 sidestep. As soon as they go over the dot, I shoot, take up the space. I've got hip and knee, step and push. Okay, so use your forehead, push them over to the side. Yeah? Cool? Yeah? All right, let's play around with that. So just keep switching. Attacker and defender, non-defender. Okay? Let's go with that. 1, 2, 3. Again, defender, non-defender. As soon as the person comes in, just tap the back.
Yeah, so you can see. Oh, yeah, rather than
That's it. Yeah. Have your head with your head. So the thing you got to be wary of, which is what we were discussing, is if he puts this knee down, the guillotine's there, yeah? Okay. However, if I'm looking up with my head and driving in, so when I come in, I shoot, I come up, yeah, up, here, yeah? So I come up and then drive. Yeah, so what you want to be doing is cutting the angle. You always look in the direction you're going to, yeah? So if I want to cut the angle, if I'm here and I shoot, yeah? If I stay square, yeah, and I put my head in, guillotines, yeah? When I shoot, I turn and my head turns with me.
And you see them filming like that.
Yeah. Yeah. You see, when you see people shoot, especially when they do what we call like a high crotch, and they come in here, bridging through, and then coming up, yeah? We'll talk about those in a minute, but it's angle change is the biggest thing, yeah? So once we're here, yeah, I come in, I've shot, my head, follow, my legs step, I cut the angle, and then I drive, but my head turns with my body, yeah? If I keep it there too long, I'll get guillotined, yeah? So just little things to think about. Okay, let's move on slightly then. Person here, the defender, non-defender, is just trying to keep their hands on you. So you're gonna just try and keep your hands on me, okay? And it's gonna be, like I say, 50%. It's not, this isn't about like, how can I do that? It's not, it's just moving around just here. So what I'm trying to create, or what I want you guys to feel, is trying to create spaces to remove arms to then shoot, yeah? So the shot, like we were saying, is a front knee on the floor and then change an angle, yeah? So we're gonna go shoot, change angle. What I want is, you can go double or single, but I want you to cut that angle either way. So you can either shoot single, yeah, but you twist and turn. Double, same thing, yeah? Two legs, twist and turn, yeah? Cool? The other way you can do is a high crotch, where you come here. This leg then steps, when I cut, look, I cut, this knee goes on the floor. Then I drive. Okay? So think about that. 1, 2. Boom. Cool? Go slow with the speed and play around with it, okay? Use the dots. If you guys want to use the dots, you can use the dots. So you can move the person with the arms over the dot. You see the dot, place your knee on the dot.
Did you? That's all right. Give him a lot. Clear those arms. Find your opportunity. That's, yeah. Take it. I would aim to the knee from the legs. What happened there? You went knee down, head to the front. Yeah, I know what I should be doing. I'm not doing it. I know what I should be doing.
Okay. So, some nice work. Do you want to watch or do you want to be a part of this?
I'll watch.
Let's use Lauren then. Okay, so we're here. All right. If I'm trying to shoot for a double, yeah, it's going to be quite difficult if we're in this sort of this split sort of stance here where I've got one leg back, isn't it? Because if I shoot in, it's the front leg that's the closest. So I'm going to be looking for either a high crotched switch, or I'm going to be looking to push and gain the single leg, because that's what's closest to me. Yeah. If I want to go for a double, I need to square them up. Exactly. So if they're square with their feet, I've got choices. Boom. I can now shoot through. If you watch, and I say this to everyone, if you watch Jordan Burroughs, if you go and research Jordan Burroughs, his double leg, every time. Yeah? So we're here. All right? So there's ways we can square them up, right? if we've got grips now, if you're holding here and we're looking at all this sort of stuff, if I can pull, we're squared up. My front knee's in, down, my head goes to the side. Yeah? My head not staying here and just being like, oh yeah, here, just go for it. It is head to the side and turn. Head to the side and turn. Okay? So I'm here. Yeah?
I don't really weren't squaring up enough.
And I think that's probably where that was coming from. When you were here, you're shooting to the outside and your head is just coming to here and there, yeah? So if I'm gonna shoot, I wanna shoot and, with a, what they call in wrestling, a penetrative step here. So this step is coming in close and then my knee follows. Now, just by doing that,
You're
pushing them off balance, yeah? Which, when we were doing before, you were saying that, weren't you? As soon as you get that front knee down, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But in the same way, could you use that penetrative step as a bit of a feint as well?
Yes. So yeah, so you can come in here, yeah. Well, you might, yeah. How would you use this? So if you were to use this, you can come in here to come forward, yeah, absolutely. And to gain a reaction. So if the reaction then might be to drop the arms, so you would then go to sprawl. So I come here, the arms drop, now I might be able to switch up for a guillotine. Yeah. Or, just there, if you drop those arms, I can then switch for a snap down, yeah? One more go at this, another go? Let's work it around. I'll go with Tom this round, okay? And then we'll switch up again. Same again, working with the hands, Try and square the person up now. So try and square them up before you shoot. I want knee in the middle of the legs. Yeah? Let's go, 1, 2, 3. Good, mate. I'm real light. All I want you to do is square my legs up and then shoot. Beautiful. Let's keep it that speed. Yeah? Yeah? Good. Now, that is fantastic. That is what we call, that's a high crotch, right? To come here. If you want to switch to the outside now, switch your hands and your knee at the same, perfect. Now get your head into my ribs and drive me. Beautiful. All that is super clear on microphone. guys good? All right, Ethan, please. So let's go. We're going to continue on with turtle then. All right, but we'll look at it from kind of a front headlock position, failed sprawl position. Yeah, so failed double. So if you spin this around a little bit, I've got my chest on his back this time. All right. We were talking about if I'm in this turtle position, yeah, where I want my hips, and we've been through that, and you guys sort of done a little bit of home study on that. So let's do this for now. Without any sort of real direction, you're going to start from this failed sprawl, this failed double leg position, or this sprawled position here, yeah? So my hips are over the head, okay? The goal for the person here is to try and get back to a guard, yeah? Legs back in front, okay? My goal is to try and stabilize this position for 10 seconds, 5 seconds, okay?
From that angle? Or
Any angle you want. Good question. It's giving clues. It's fine, it's perfect, that's what I want. So it's good that you're thinking, right? So you're starting here, this is just a start position, yeah? I want you to try and just maintain this back position for at least 5 seconds, and then we'll switch, okay? And we're going to go from there. We want to look at trying to attack from there as well. Cool? Good? Let's play around with that. 1, 2, 3. I'll go with Lauren. I'll stick with Lauren just because of the weight.
Sure.
You okay? Are you finished now?
Yeah.
All right, good boy.
Yes, it is. We like this one, don't we? I will send you the videos. How much you interested? Still very interesting about it. It'll be PG, this is what you Yeah, the grips makes a lot of difference. Yeah. Let's see if I could go straight through. Yeah, that works. Ready?
You guys good? Yeah. Interesting. I like it, I like it. One more go. Each, one more go each. Good. Great. I think that's a yes.
I just jumped on what I saw. Yeah. That was really interesting. I was going to try and look for one leg around your leg, but you came across over my head. So what's on? That's it.
So, Ethan, come around. So, if we're starting in this position, if I'm starting with my knees tight, yeah, or close to him, it's very easy for him just to snag a leg. Is that where you find that happening? Yeah. So if you snag a leg, and then you can start to either push, drive, or whatever you want to try and get back to a position. All right. So what I've got an underhook here, and I've got an overhook, kind of like a reverse scarf, not scarf, seatbelt, yeah, reverse seatbelt position, yeah. So I'm in this position here. I'm sprawling my hips out, and my hips are low and my legs are away, okay? I'm not staying here, am I? And everyone seemed to sort of find the right thing. Everyone was trying to circle towards the hips, because if I don't do anything, he can start to move his hips and turn and roll. So he starts to turn, he sits in, yes. And this was happening a lot, right? Everyone's sitting under, okay. So what did we do? Okay, switched. So I look to come round. I like I said before, is to come round and get this wedge here on the inside of the thigh there. And then if I can control the diagonal, I'll control the trap, or here, or underhook, yeah. If I can do something on this side, I will, but I'm also where my hips are there, yeah. So if you start trying to move or turn. Yeah, I'm always going to be on top in a dominant place. Yeah, let's go again. So I'm here. I switch in, I'm coming to this position. Hips are low, and I'm controlling here, yeah? Cool, okay. Now we're going to try and get to the back. So we're going to try, from this sprawled position here, you're going to try to either get to the back or get one arm around the neck. Yeah, one arm around the neck. So it can be here, it can be here, yeah, one arm around the neck, or get to the back. Yeah, let's say with lower body control and lower and upper body control. Yeah, so it doesn't necessarily have to be two hooks, but lower body and upper body control. Cool. Okay, same partners. Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3.
So 10. Right, you ready? Yeah, I don't think you can much to it. Like guillotine like not dangerous, just the, you have my ankle. Oh, I was trying to do it. Yeah. Yeah, when I stepped over, it's coming through my leg. Oh, I'm going to tumble. I didn't feel like I had much going. You got your knee down just in time. I really was trying to scoop out my knee. That was lovely. Yeah, much harder for me to start with. You should really get out your way.
Where did you have more success? Get in the back or get in the neck? Any or either. Get in the neck, yeah? How will you get in the neck? Going under the chin? Okay, so similar to where we were going for the collar normally, coming in through that way. That's cool, that's cool. Let me show you just something little. So if you come face this way, so you're here, head facing that way. Okay, so this is real good to come in here if you can onto here, yeah? No-gi, I like this because if I can come in here, in a way, I find this almost as a similar sort of thing to the collar choke, where if I can get an RNC, yeah, I'm happy enough to try and finish this. If I can turn and roll wherever he rolls, it doesn't matter, I've still got this finished. But you can clock choke from here, no-gi. So another option you can do is you can come around here onto the shoulder and onto the wrist here, yeah? And all you're gonna do is just clasp onto the shoulder and raise your elbow here, and you have a clock choke. Yeah, so if you can start to turn towards the neck and then come.
Well, that was good.
Yeah. Okay, so you do have a clock choke from there as well, yeah? We found it, yeah, you can get this as well, yeah? If I want to then start to look for the DARS, I can use this opening here to dive around and come around to the other side, yeah? And now I can look to come on for my DARS choke here, yeah? Again, you're getting those hooks, right, low. So as you're starting to come around, you're looking to try and get hooks, or trying to just, main thing is just to attach to their back, yeah? So we'll play some of these games in the week, potentially about just attaching to the person's back, yeah? Trying to keep your chest on their back. So even if you just turn and move and roll, so even if you turn, my chest is attached, yeah? And you go again. Yeah, so I'm constantly just attached to your hip, to your chest, yeah? Once I've got my upper body control, yeah, as you move, yeah? So it's just giving more emphasis to what we want to achieve when we're in those positions, yeah? My ideal thing is if I've got my chest on your back, is I don't want to get my chest off your back. Yeah, so I want to be here and I want to stay here. Yeah, unless I've set something up that I'm gonna go for. Yeah, but ideally, in the form of control, as soon as my chest is on your back, it's not coming off until I've choked you. Okay, yeah. So that's kind of the mentality of it. If you lose it, you lose it, right? But don't go. Okay, I've sprawled. I'm here. Okay, now I guess go. Yeah, so I'm attached. Wherever you go, whatever you do, my chest is going to be on your back. Yeah, so I kind of have that sort of mentality when I'm on the person's back. Any questions? Yeah, okay. Let's play with the DARS then. DARS and Anaconda, okay? So you can either finish, if you want to play with them a little bit more, you can. I'll just quickly run through them. So if we're facing this way, if we're here, okay, a DARS choke, like I was saying before, is that I come from underneath the armpit all the way through to the neck. Okay, so my hand is on the neck. Now I can come around and lock here and squeeze, or walk in and squeeze. Yeah. An anaconda is slightly different. An anaconda, you're locking from the neck over to the armpit. Okay, so you're looking on the other side. So I pull through slightly and I come here. Okay, now I look to lock onto my onto my bicep here. What I need to do now is I need to do like a alligator roll or anaconda roll. So I drop my head low to where my hand is. Do is walk in and squeeze. Okay, so from this position, person on the bottom, once again, just trying to get a guard, yeah, or get your legs back in front of you, okay, or just remove yourself from the situation. Person on top, you're trying to either get a Darce choke or an anaconda choke, okay, cool, one of the two. One or two, we'll go from there. Cool. 1, 2, 3. So.
So that's on grab, yes, bring it there. I'm just gonna yes. You're not really great at getting me with that.
Go for it. Go you two together. Dan, go with Ethan. Let me see. So go for the anaconda. Let's see what's going on. So you're here? Yes.
Through there.
Yes.
So then I roll the other way. So I want to come this way.
Yes.
Then you go my face.
Yes.
Is that expected?
No. Go back again.
Should I tuck or pull?
Try and lock before you roll.
Not before I roll. Cool. Sorry. This way.
So I would try and bring the elbow across him.
That one.
Yes. and then dive that hand lower, and then put this hand on his back. No, this hand
Oh, okay.
on his back round. So go back the other way around. Then come out and over the top.
Oh.
Yeah, but you still got to lock it off.
Okay.
So go again. So lock it off,
With you.
and then
the back.
yes,
There.
yes. Now tuck your head and roll all the way over to the other side. Keep rolling. Go. Go, 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 go. Keep going. More to your side. Now just walk in to finish it. There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll go for this time.
Yeah. Yeah. So you tuck.
Hand movement.
Yeah. So from here over the top, tuck and roll.
You had your head on the middle of his back as well.
Yeah.
With the first time.
Yeah. Cool. Good. Any questions? Anything apart from that? That was good. Like just the opportunities you get. Like if they're tucking in tight, we're going back to where we were, trying to open up the space first and then trying to get in. But really nice stuff. All right, we'll just do a few rounds then. We'll go, I don't mind if you want to do a few 5s or a few 3s, I don't mind. I'll stick with Lauren just because of weight, and we'll just do 3, rest them a bit, and 3, rest a bit, 3, rest a bit. And wherever you want to go from, standing or knees, I don't mind. Cool? All right, let's play around. 1, 2, 3. you.